NFL to choose Arizona unanimously for Super Bowl 57 is something we're incredibly excited for, and we've got a 5-year runway to 2023. We know what this can do for the state economically. Last time with over $700 million brought into the state and 121,000 visitors coming in. Now we'll have additional hotels and restaurants and an economy that has a momentum that's really building on itself. So this is just another validation that Arizona is a premier destination for mega events. It's a validation of our economic growth and quality of life. I was thrilled to be a part of it. It was also an honor to see Michael Bidwell and the relationships he's built within the NFL so that Arizona can continue to be a premier destination for these big events and games. And I also want to thank David Rousseau, who, like Michael said, was a volunteer leader of this delegation, and today was successful for Arizona, and it gives us 5 years in which to continue to showcase the state for 2023 and beyond. Thank you.
David? Thanks, Governor. Thanks, Michael. It really is a remarkable opportunity for our community to be in a position to host the game again. And from my experience building up to 2015, it takes this collaborative effort from the community, from all the way from the governor's office. And so that was why it was so symbolic and critical that the governor was there leading our effort. Michael's organization and the leadership that he's shown, and both in the NFL and obviously here in our community, and the sacrifices that he's made. But then you have the business community and municipal government and the tourism industry, all of those various sectors pitching together in order to be in a position to have the NFL bring this game here. And then once the game's here, I think the last time there were 5,000 press credentials, more or less, for the 2015 game. And so we have this opportunity to really, while we have a global audience, to tell a great story about Arizona. And I think that story, with the governor's help, just continues to get better and better. So we're excited about having that opportunity again. I think it's both a reflection of good work and then also challenge us to continue to grow and do better. So thank you again, Michael, for the opportunity. Governor, congratulations.
Thank you too, David. Mark?
We have questions for Michael, the governor, or
No questions, okay. Well, I was in the room for the vote, so I saw it unfold. I was really pleased. It was unanimous. It was very quick, and people were thrilled. The governor worked the room the night before, and was able to visit with a few people on the way in the door. But he put us over the goal line with that unanimous vote, and I'm excited. I'm really excited for the community, because this is Arizona won today, and this is a big win for Arizona and our economy. We know these mega events not only give us the national and international stage, but they also help us recruit new jobs to Arizona, because we've got some programs where we've brought in some great new businesses here that are employing Arizonans. So there's so many great benefits, plus the financial benefits that go to the nonprofit community. We have a legacy fund and everything else. There's so many good things about a Super Bowl being in a community. Well, you know, you look at since Super Bowl 43 in Tampa Bay, the Super Bowl has been in a different city for the last 11 years, a different city. So there's not really a rotation anymore. So it's hard for us to get in there. And we have new stadiums coming online in Los Angeles and Las Vegas. And so we'll continue to fight. It's great that we were first in line and got first shot at this. So I'm excited about Super Bowl 57. And again, we want to make it a home game. Well, yes, he led our delegation. He helped us, you know, in terms of his leadership. It's been outstanding. And then he was the closer. He was the closer on the pitch. We had the video, and then we put our best closer in. I've seen him do this on so many different business deals where we're recruiting these businesses. Twice at the Paris Air Show with him, and multiple times on many of these events here in town that we've had around the Final Four, the National Championship game, and the last Super Bowl. So our best salesperson is right here, Governor Ducey.
Michael, how do you see spending the $100 million in renovating the stadium to get it ready for Super Bowl? What do you plan on doing? I know some of the work's already been done.
Yeah, so we put $100 million, or $100 million will have been put in by then, but we've already done about $28 million to renovate the club area, about an equal amount out parking lots and some infrastructure related to the pedestrian ways coming to the stadium from those new parking lots, and then some new fan-friendly tailgate areas. In addition, we're going to upgrade video boards, Wi-Fi, all the stuff that you don't really see changes to, but they improve the fan experience.
The venue will be old by NFL standards by the time that Super Bowl comes around. Is this
I don't agree with that. I think we keep it up to NFL standards every year, and I think it's an outstanding and still viewed as one of the best stadiums in the National Football League.
in just terms of sheer years? Does that mean you're going to make a commitment to stay in that stadium for the long term?
Of course. Of course. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is one of the best stadiums in the National Football League. We've had some great new ones that have been built recently, but this stadium is an outstanding stadium. The NFL views it that way. We view it that way. We continue to invest in it year in and year out. Next question.
Governor Michael, will the footprint for the 2026 will be similar to 2015 and that the game will be held in Glendale and the Super Bowl Central will be held in downtown?
I think there are going to be changes because the game gets bigger and bigger. The NFL asked us to reserve about 3 times the more event space with different event venues. The game will be much bigger. Phoenix is going to have a lot of things going on in downtown, no doubt, but there are also going to be things going on around the rest of the valley. Great question. Greg. Thank you.
Curious about the other vote, about the national anthem vote. Tell me a little bit more about that, why you supported it.
Well, I think it was we needed to do something, and we wanted to respect all the parties around the issue, and we want our players to stand. And the rule needed to be adjusted, which we did, and so I think it's a good common sense result. That was a result of a lot of compromise, and we're looking forward to moving forward.
Is there a regional fundraising goal that's not yet for the game?
Yes, we're going to be raising money like we did last time. Last time we raised, and David, with his leadership, raised about $30 million, just shy of it. It was 29.6 or 7, I believe. And we think next time around it's going to obviously be bigger.
Michael, any conversation about broader social initiatives that you can do with the league and which
We've been having conversations for a long time, and I think the number one thing, Greg, is the conversations that I started with the players. They were invaluable, and we've had some great discussions. The one really good thing that came out of this issue is we got a lot closer to our players across the league, and I learned a lot. And so we are doing a lot of things on social justice and at the league level, but also at the team level. And I've been working with our players already on that. But there are a lot more things to be done, and we'll work on them. And we just had a conversation with some of our players with the governor, because the governor's been leading on social justice issues as well here in our state. And we want to get them connected to use the popularity of our players to really have progress in this area. So I'm excited for the future on what NFL players and NFL teams and owners are going to be able to do to make this a better world, better community, better country. So, I missed the first part. Was it, you want me to comment on that?
Did you have to approach the bid differently to get back to NFL?
They changed the process, but we didn't change. We didn't rest on our laurels. We did not take this for granted. We knew that it was an invitation only, but we wanted to put our best foot forward, not only with the bid, but also with our presentation. And so it made a big statement to the owners. I heard from many of them after the governor left the room how impressed they were that he was there. That's why I say he put this over the finish line and over the goal line. I should use that that term, over the goal line for Arizona. And I'm grateful that he took time of his schedule to come and not only do the presentation, but some of the rehearsing we needed to do and things like that last night. So it was great to work with him again and to have a great victory for Arizona.
Michael, what did you say was Arizona's biggest selling point?
Well, we have many selling points. Why don't I answer the question this way? I think, and jump in, Governor and David, if I leave anything out. Part of our pitch was they knew what we had from 2015, but by 2023, we're going to have 22 miles of new freeways. we're going to have a completely connected, right now we have a completely connected light rail system to our airport. We have infrastructure upgrades at our airport. We have 7,000 new hotel rooms around the valley that we didn't have 3 years ago, and they're going to be another 22 properties that are introduced between now and 2023. You look at the stadium, $100 million worth of upgrades, and I could go on and on. Did I miss any of the big highlights with some of the things that we were able to pitch about how much better? Restaurants, you focused on that. Governor and I both like the great restaurants in this town, and we've got some great chefs and some great restaurants here, and we were talking about that. That was a big point you made as well.
The weather's pretty good.
The weather is also outstanding. So,
Michael, on that note, are you feeling any competition from other warm weather NFL stadiums that are opening up, Los Angeles, Las Vegas? Is that something you guys are thinking about and evaluating how to make yourself
yeah,
competitive in the years to come?
there's competition from everyone. You know, we just had a game a few months ago in Minneapolis. So there's competition from everywhere. We're going to continue to position ourselves, the stadium, the state, in the best possible way so that we can get a bunch of these. So the next thing, the most important thing we have to do is do a great job staging this game. We have to do a great job staging Super Bowl 57. That'll be the best thing that helps us with the next one. Yes, ma'am.
Going back to the renovation, you said you have a 5-year run until Super Bowl 57. Do you expect all the renovations to be done by then?
They'll be complete by then, and I would expect there'll be other CapEx expenses or other things that we do in addition to that. That number is likely to grow. Those are the things that are already in place today. But as new technologies come on board and things that we don't know about that are being developed that might be here in 2 years, I'm sure we'll be looking at those as well.
Would you like the light rail to come to the stadium by the Super Bowl?
I think the more we can enhance transportation around the valley, the better. And light rail's a piece of that. I'll let the policymakers decide whether that's the best idea. But for me, I really think the more we can enhance transportation and infrastructure in this community as it grows, that's good for our economy and it's good for hosting big events like the Super Bowl.
Gentlemen, thank you very much.
All right, everyone, you just heard from Arizona Super Bowl Host Committee Chairman David Rousseau, Cardinals President Michael Bidwill, and Arizona Governor Doug Ducey regarding the Super Bowl in 2023 coming to University of Phoenix Stadium. We're all hoping the Arizona Cardinals will make it a home game. Well, from